What's up, Chaotic and YouTube? How's it going? It is Code Master Hard Rock back at it again. Take two of a video that I tried making earlier, but then I realized it wasn't recording. So that's some time wasted, but it's okay. I made up for it by playing a game or two. So you're probably wondering what the flux capacitor is happening. Well, there's this secret that me and a couple of other chaotic people have been holding on to, which is a chaotic themed client that is like an automated game in the vein of like Wygo Pro, MTG Arena, and games online like that, online TCGs, if you will. Chaotic was kind of the first to do it, and the only client we had to play Chaotic online was on Untap. Now, Untap, I kind of despise it, but it was the only way to play. But fortunately for me and a couple of other people, we had this. And now that this is released to the public, link in the description below, I'm going to showcase Chaotic Recode. So the way you do it is you log on to chaoticrecode.com and you will connect to your Discord. Once you log into your Discord, it will show up like this, and it'll give you a new code. You see that? Types in Chaotic Recode. So with create game, you create a game. Deck builder, you build your deck. Match history, you show what you've played. It also just, yeah, so there we go. And there's a change log, and you can see what was added, what was removed, what's what. You can look at creatures implemented through the Chaotic Backup Collection if it wants to load. There you go. And it gives you all the creatures ever and everything ever in terms of Chaotic. And you can just hit home and you're back here. So we're going to go to deck builder. So I already have my Underworld IRL deck, -3 cards, which you're probably wondering what cards am I talking about. I'm obviously referring to Copan Hymuge of the Hearth. As you guys know, I do not have him, but the other two cards are a double Flame Bloom. So you're probably wondering how I built that. So there are 2 ways, or 3 ways I should say, to build a deck. You can either click add deck, you can either import a deck like one of these decks, or you can upload a Untap deck. So Untap has this feature where you can copy a deck list and you can import it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a bit of how to do all of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit download deck right here. And as you guys can see, I have, my other Tribeless deck there, locked and loaded. So we're going to hit save, bam. So let's import a deck, and we're going to do the Underworld deck, and we're going to hit open. And it pops up just like that. Nice and easy. So if we hit back, bam, there it is right there. But we don't need that one. Now you're wondering, with Untap, you can click that on untap.in, hit open, and it pops up like this. Now, it does not, it shows up the way you have it typed out on the website, and you can rearrange your team on, the interface. But unfortunately, it's not set up the way I personally would have my team. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy the attack deck at least, and we're going to hit back. So we have that. So we're going to hit add deck, click that. We're going to change the name to Tribeless. So with creatures, you want to start from the back of the board and work your way to the front of the board. So it'll be first name, second name, third name, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So for the first one, we're going to get our old buddy Ursus. Next, it'll be Smilden, followed by another. And then we have Chromax, followed by Ursus, and another Chromax. Now, I obviously do not have a second Ursus. I obviously do not have a second Chromax. This is sort of a dream team, if you will. So what we're going to do is I'm going to reach down here, and I'm going to grab my IRL Tribeless deck. As you can hear from the sounds of me opening my goodies. We're going to right-click here for our attack deck, and bam, we have everything from our attack deck here. There's a few things that I want to change, but I'm not going to get into it. But with that being said, we now have our attacks, which, as you can see, will tell you right here how many cards you have versus how many build points they are. So looking at my actual IRL deck, we're going to be adding in a few things. So it goes based on generic stats. So as you can see, 60 courage, see those stats match, you know. So what we're going to do is from battle gear, work our way back towards the front, the exact same layout as we did for the creatures. So Ursus will be attached to Bodil's dagger. Okay, based on how this deck build is made. It works really well with Muge's Edge. Then with Smilden, we will have the Drill Dozer, as you can see. Then we're going to add another Drill Dozer for him. Now, Chromax himself, being 90 courage, he would really benefit from the Evergreen Tunic, which will give him an additional 20 energy. Now, the second Ursus will also get a Bodil's dagger, and then Evergreen Tunic for Ursus. Now, our Mujic. We're going to skip through. There we go. Now, there are some players that play with their, graveyards and stuff, but for the sake of this deck profile, we're actually going to be using what I use in the real world. So we're going to look at Void Dirge, which in case if you guys don't know, you remove 3 cards from a general discard pile from play, from the game. Then we're going to add Geo Flourish. Geo Flourish heals 15 energy to a creature with Earth or Water. This works really well with all my creatures, considering they have Earth, but especially Chromax, because he also has Water. No, it will not heal him 30 because he has Earth and Water. No, it's... yeah. Anyway, so we're going to add another Geo Flourish. Now, the last one we're going to be looking at is Caster's Warsong. Run to in the real world. As you guys can see, Caster's Warsong would deal 5 damage to target creature, but if it was played by a Muge, it deals an additional 10, totaling 15 damage. Here's the catch. Ursus is a Muge. So if you use Ursus to cast it, that's 15 damage, and he already has 3 Magicians, so that's pretty nice. Now next, what I said in my other video was, I'm going to siphon out my deck in the real world, so that way I can just type in whatever cards I'm using, so that way you guys can actually just follow along through. I usually play 2 copies of every card that I play. So with that being said, we're going to start with the Runic Grove. Now, as you guys can see, it states that only generic Mujic can be played, as you guys can see right there. This is helpful because tribalist creatures can only play generic Mujic, and a lot of the times your opponent is not running generic Mujic. So, given the fact that all my tribalist creatures typically have high courage, this is also really, really good for them. So next we're going to be looking at the Riverlands Abandoned Wastes. Oh, is it not added in? Let me see. Did I add 2 spaces on accident? No, let's see. Abandoned Wastes. Yeah, it's not added. Weird. So let's try. Notice that sometimes, yeah, no, because a lot of the times you would have to add a comma to separate it, but I guess that's not available. So that's a little off script. So what we're gonna do is, I have thankfully a deck that utilizes Earth attacks. We're gonna be looking at here and figuring out which type of location we want to use. And I think I found a decent replacement, at least for this. Oh my god, and my cards are falling all over the place. Oh no, it's a disaster show, but that's okay. We're going to be looking at the Darkened Dunes. That way, my creatures with Earth have range and Swift 1. So that way I could just travel to the back of the boards and things like that. So, next is Prexor Chasm. Now, if you guys understand a Codemaster deck, Codemaster Krellin used Prexor Chasm. It's really cool, and it has a lot of lore behind it. So, yeah, there you go. So, next we're going to add Gloommuck Swamp. This juices out my earth attacks by 5 and fire is reduced by 5, and it's a courage location, so perfect. I don't know why I keep typing in Gloommuch. Gloommuck Swamp. Now, last but not least is Kiru Village. Now, Kiru was the original leader of the Overworlders, even though in his official card, he's considered an Underworlder, which is fitting because he's Kaor's like ancestor and technically the next Underworld leader after Call. But I thought it was really weird that, his card never said he was an Overworlder, but whatever. Anyway, so it says that past creatures have an additional 10 energy, works really, really well for this deck, given the fact that all my creatures are from the past, which is really weird because Smilden is in the present timeline, which to me is a little striking, but what can you do? So yeah, just going through the rest of my deck. Do I have 2 Xenocentric? Yes, I do. Okay, good. All right, so with that being said, guys, we just built our first deck. Now, with that, out of the way, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump on to our first match. Alright guys, as you can see, we are underway with our first match. It's me against my buddy Cam, otherwise known as Bell Carnal on Discord. As you guys can see right here, our Discord names are displayed as well as our icons. Now, it's his location, as you guys can see. It started on burst, but I clicked on logs. You can see everything that happens. So, he reveals the location. I have a chance to play an ability, activate a music, or pass to him to continue what he's doing. We'll say, waiting for your opponent. Your opponent is deciding where they want to move, activate musics or abilities, or what have you. And it looks like he's using Rasnus to attack my Tachinob. I don't know if that was the wisest decision, buddy. But it is okay. He does have initiative, so we'll pass. Battle gear he picked is Aspect, Amplifier, Wit. It looks like he's going for a Wisdom based. So 55. I'm looking at all his other creatures. It looks like, because if he's using that battle gear, he's gonna be using wisdom-based attacks. He played Ice Discs. Okay, so that took a small chunk out of me, and of course, this activates Food Morph. Wait for my opponent. Yeah, jeez. Yikes. Not pleasant. And he's playing Unbalancing Battle Song. If my memory serves me right, that deals 15 and he gets 15. At least I think. My opponents... I'm kind of waiting for him to... move. Yeah, there it is. He gained that music counter thanks to Food Morph. Man, I really want to make my Marillion deck in this. I think that'd be really cool. It'd be really sick. Yep, and there goes Unbalancing Battle Song. Oh, he's playing 2 of them. Okay, he really wants to get rid of attacking. And I will not play any of my musics, which are 2 Song of Revival, 2 Canada Casualty, and 2 Improvisational Melody. So yeah, looks like those resolved. I get to play my attack. Now, if we're gonna be smart and we're gonna play Clash Jet. Let's see here. Does he have a response? Alright, so he let it happen, so what I'm going to do is I will cast Improvisational Melody. I click Improv, and I click my target, which is Rasnus. Now, who's going to cast it? It's going to be Copond, High Mute of the Hearth. Now, my Music has a special ability. I don't have to pay a single Music counter to activate Improvisational Melody because I dealt more than 20 or more damage this turn. So, and it looks like he let it through. Yep, Improvisational Melody got rid of the last of his 20 HP, his energy. So, Takunob wins the match. Or rather, the battle, not the match. Match isn't over. We're still in it. So, we're going to be waiting for him to continue his move. And yeah, so a lot of the times with Untap, people might say, oh, it's faster because you can make an immediate response. Untap likes to crash. This doesn't. So, that's nice. Waiting for my opponent. Yeah, Knockwarn loses all his Magician counters at the end of the combat. So, yeah, there you go. What can you do, right? And it looks like he's not going to activate anything else. I wonder if he's going to move. He might move his creatures, I don't know, to this space right here. Honestly, if he's going to be a smart cookie, he's going to want to put... Yeah, he moved Colmo. Okay. I was going to say, if he was smart... Then again, he has Hive. And Alexia has Music counters. Okay. Okay. You have Invisibility Surprise. Let me think. Because this is tricky. Because he has Fireproof 10. Then I would just have Fireproof 5. I would just have Fire 5. You know what? It'd be smarter if I destroyed Hammer Doom. Because I'm thinking about, if I battled Colmo, he has Surprise. He wouldn't get the benefits off of Underworld Coliseum. But Hammer Doom's going to be a bigger pain in the butt to deal with. So I'm just going to try getting rid of him as fast as possible. I moved him. Okay. Now he has 55 speed, whereas I have 45 speed. I wasn't going to win initiative either way. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I think this might be his personal deck. I don't know if he has this deck IRL or not. But if you guys know me... Oh. Alright. They activated Hive. Okay. 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 Hive resolved. Oh, that's cute. Look, you get a little bug token right there. So you guys can kind of get a taste of what a Hive looks like. Alright. Alright, there's your Hive, buddy. You're gonna play your attack? He needs to draw his attack, so I'll know when he does that. Because it'll say it right here. I'm just curious. With the burst, I'm gonna wait for him to activate it like an ability. Because I wonder if he'll show up in order here. I don't know. Casted Harmonics of Water. This would give him water attacks. Okay. Am I gonna do anything? I don't think so. I don't think I will. Oh, and that's cool. It lights up right here saying, oh, here's the, you know, element he's gained. So now he has a mastery of earth and water. And he's equipped with a Hive. Man, I wonder if he would have, if he should have sacrificed Hive Amber instead of using Alexia's ability. I think that might have been a better route, because then she would still have one Music counter. I think he anticipated I was going to use my Underworlder. Which, granted, safe bet. Mind Mash. It's the attack of his choice. I'm just gonna take it. It's a lot of energy lost, but then we're gonna do a bit of this. Then we're gonna see, because I think it will do 15. He was dealt 35 damage? Oh, because of Underworld Coliseum. It was 10, 25, but doesn't he have Fireproof 10? I thought he had Fireproof 10. What happened? Oh well. You know, I don't know how that worked out. So let's see. So then it would be 15, 25. Yeah, where did that extra 10 come from? Yeah, I don't know where that extra 10 came from because he should have had Fireproof 10. Either way, I still would have done 25 damage, and I still would have done Improv Melody. He should still be alive. That's really weird. That's really weird. Okay. Waiting for my opponent. You got it. You got it. Now, I apologize if I'm quiet for periods of time throughout this video. I'll move Tacky right here. That's it. You know what? I'll have my turn right there. You goody? The garden. At the beginning of combat, all creatures get water. Okay. He's very much a water Danian. Like, he's using Calmo. And he's got Orcus Undin. He gets water either way. He also has initiative. He would have had initiative anyway. Yeah, no, definitely goes to you, dude. You know, I think about people who are like, oh, chaotic games take an hour. Well, that's because you guys are playing online. In person, you can make them go through a lot faster. Like, human interaction is a lot more responsive than a computer could ever be. At least in my opinion, because humans just immediately react. So, I don't know. Let's just, tire Nate thinking. Because as you guys know, I've been working my tail off, and, you know, in terms of effects and stuff. You want initiative, drew an attack. Yes, he did. Use it already, please. Remedy. Petrifying power. Okay. I'll take that 5 damage. Oh, Charlie Jim. I am so sorry. Bam. A bam. He's playing Song of... Oh, it tells you right here. Deal 10 damage. Okay. I'm assuming that you'd want to deal it to me. Here's what I am thinking. Right? Ma'am? Thank you, ma'am. You think your music is strong. My music is stronger. Well, thanks to Coupon. Alright. It looks like all that went through, and I absolutely demolished Colmo. I turned him into a fried scorpion fed on Good Mythical Morning. He's not really a scorpion, but he's like a bug lizard creature thing. But then again, scorpions are kind of like lizard bugs in a weird way. If you really want to twist things. Yeah, I know Danians kick a lot of butt in a lot of tournaments. Oh yeah, Alexia, when creatures, I believe, creatures? Let's see. When a Mandible or infected creature is placed into a discard pile, she gets a Magician. Then you can activate Hive a whole bunch of times. I am actually shocked he decided not to activate Hive. Well, then again, it was kind of useless at that moment, I think. You know what? One way we could check is the opponent's general discard. Check if he had Hive. He's not engaged much in open space in the battlefield. I'm just Then we could check his attacks and see what. Yeah, Mind Mash. Ooh. Yikes. Mind Mash. Very strong attack. Very strong. Jesus. Activate an ability or pass. He's using Laura's ability. Yeah, he should have targeted Kaor because he would have. You know what? Honestly, it was probably a mistake because a lot of chaotic effects sometimes aren't very clear. I mean, in person, that's why I'm saying in person, you can articulate what you're trying to say a lot easier and a lot better. You know, it's just a matter of being able to do it. Alright. Sweet. Free Cannon of Casualty. Okay, cool. Oh Jesus. His creatures have Defender. So you know what? Let's destroy the Queen! He picks Lore. Oh no. Well then again, Lore has upper hand here. But then again, I'm just gonna... Ya know. I don't know why Cannon didn't just go through. Then again, he has Gigantroper. Then again, it is before combat. Yeah, so if he questions it, that's the explanation. I dealt the damage before combat even freaking started. Pass. I feel so bad. I feel like he's sitting on his computer, or however he's playing this, and is so confused. But I played the effect before combat could even technically begin. Move Tacky here. Yes. Blades here. Yes. Oh, I'm feeling a little dangerous. Ready for my opponent? Darn straight I am. Call here. Yes. I end my turn. Hive Gallery. Outperform Courage 5. Power attacks are reduced. It's pretty decent against me. Nuckworn is attacking Blades. And my Blades is equipped with the Crawl Husk armor. Basically, all my attacks would deal 15, and I gain 50 because the only reason why I'm dealing an extra 15 is because of his special ability. So, that being said, Spirit Gust, 5 damage. I will take, well, that 10 damage, because Outperform Courage 5, location, that's right. That's right. That's okay, because I will deal Fitting. Give it to me. Come on. Give me the Ash! For those of you who don't know, I'm referencing Team Samurai X1. He was in Hong Kong, and they had like a vending machine type situation where he had to pay to use it, and you could get an Ash Blossom with it, and he had like this high-pitched voice thing saying, "Give me the Ash! Give me the Ash!" It was funny. I liked it. He played Hive Call. What do you... Oh, well. I was dealt 0 damage. I'm gonna play Mott Swing, baby! Hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha! You know what? Let's use Call's ability on Nunkworn. Murder. Alright, buddy boy. You have no more creatures to defend your queen. Oh, it's over. It's over. It is over, son. Let's do tribal leader against tribal leader. You should have a speed. You have 25 speed? Well, that makes sense. She weighs like, what, 2,000 pounds, canonically? Something like that? According to one of the chaotic guides. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, when the new chaotic guides come out, are they still gonna have like the 4Kids licensing stuff attached? I don't know. I will activate Call's ability on Alexia. Ooh. I kind of like that the burst has, like, if you're wondering what the cards do, you can look it up real quick, see what they're doing, see what effects are being triggered. And I just won! Yeah, I destroyed Alexia. With that being said, guys, that is a match on the Chaotic Recode. So, the way to get out is you would normally hit backspace, but we're just gonna quickly bam, right back in action. And we can also look at the match history, how many turns it took, all that fun stuff. So that's what that must be. So that was Chaotic Recode. Now, at the end of this, I am actually doing a Q&A with the creator of this. So, with that being said, guys, stay tuned for the last bit. Alright, guys, welcome back to the next part of this video where I'm talking with the creator of this thing. I originally wanted to play him, but it didn't go through, and that's okay. But I'm going to be asking him questions. So, my first question is, how long did it take you to make all of? I started on May 12th, 2019. Damn, all right, last year. It took about 8 months, an 8 month break from development from September till April. Okay. So 6 months of work, but over 14 months. In terms of hours, 6 to 700 hours. That's about as much as I pour into cosplay. So I'm going to let him know that I pour that much time and stuff into my. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, so next. Um my next question actually, that is really hard. I love War Beast, Fire Elemental, but those are kind of specific archetypes only. I think my favorite type overall is Overworld. Perfectly valid, my. If you were to add a creature in Recode that was exclusive, show exclusive, or a preview card like Maxor, Elemental Champion, which creature would it be, and why is it Screamer? Those of you who don't know or have just failed to watch my top 10 Underworlders video, I mentioned that my favorite creature of all time is Screamer, so we'll see. Well, unfortunately, not Screamer. I was always a huge fan of the Codemaster storylines in the show, so I think adding Ariak would be pretty sweet if there was a way to approximate what he does in this show while still keeping it somewhat balanced. Fair enough. You knew my favorites. Anyhow. So if you have to say anything to Brian Gannon or I apologize if this part of the video just takes a while, but we are texting back and forth through, Discord or messaging, I should say. Um, so yeah, no, if there's any questions that you guys would want me to ask for the future or in a future video or even do my own version of the chaotic cast similar to low tier for life, I'm not saying exact, but I would want to talk primarily chaotic, not just a standard podcast. I think I'd want mine to be more formulaic, if that makes sense. Think of it like Cribs, but for chaotic. So if you guys would be interested in something like that, let me know. Let me know, and we'll make something happen. In regards to Recode, I have no comment. In terms of bringing back Chaotic, I wish them all the best. It would be really awesome to have more content for a game, which means a lot to me. And it does mean a lot to almost 10 years starved of chaotic contents. I thank you and this is a great first step into what we could be potentially seeing in the future. Sure. Much love. All right, guys. So those were my final words to him. Oh, one last thing. Anything you want to say to my viewers who are watching this convo unfold? Yeah, you can't forget the question marks. People, punctuation. Punctuation is it's importante. um, yeah, no. I really do think this is a really good first step into showing people chaotic as well as a potential way to unleash chaotic into the world for people. Because chaotic was a TCG that had an online game attached to it. On some of their booklets, they refer to a mobile app, but I don't know if that was ever made or if anyone could actually confirm that it was made and working. That would be awesome. Thanks. How about I hope you enjoy it, and if it lives up to your expectations, also comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, Gerb. Thank you, homie. And with that being said, guys, I will catch you in the next video.